doing K members.
Action.
Oh, so now I can talk about K members.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We are going to talk about Mopar K members. See, it's a K. Yeah, it's dorky.
It's very dork.
Yeah, but anyway, so the shape is why I got the nickname of K member. This is the only removable piece of our frame. 60s and 70s Chrysler products, Dodge, Plymouth. Whole works anyway. Yeah, can edit that, huh?
No, people like it when you cough up a lung. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, let me get that out then. So, this particular one wasn't a 72 Duster. People who really know their Mopars are now going, wait, this isn't 72. We'll get to that in a minute. So, I did change this a few years ago. Okay, close to 30 years ago. That's a few. And anyway, back in that kind of time period, you didn't have internet to go buy all fancy parts. So if you wanted a sway bar, the 72 is enclosed in here, and really sway bar wasn't an option. So you went up to your 73 to 76, in which your sway bar fits through that hole in there. And then they also, whether they have the sway bar or not, have the mounts. So I think I got this whole package off a station wagon. But when looking for one of these, really pay attention to these mounts here. This is the weakest link on them. This is where your suspension arms, these are the ones I took off. Notice it has the sway bar mount. You can get some aftermarket things that will put this tab on. If you try to put a sway bar on a 72, I think the kit just bolts to the front, and then they put a really cheesy tab off your shock mount. So your suspension goes in here. Torsion bar, which is your spring of the system, goes through there. There's a huge amount of force on this poorly welded little tube that holds that all together. I say poorly because it's really only welded back here. A few years ago, in fact, I think before we did Route 66, this one here was cracked out about halfway. If they fully crack out, it causes some other issues. But this one was just right at the point I could still fix it. So welded that up in the car, faced it to make sure things mounted well. But yeah, really pay attention to this. If you ever take it out or take that lower control arm out, inspect the welds here. So the other reason why I didn't mind upgrading the 73 is it uses round rubber mounts for the engine mounts. So that, of course, is a totally different shape one that goes here because the engine's slanted this way. But I think that does a better job with noise and vibration isolation versus a flat mount. So the earlier flat mount ones, though, one advantage there, if that's what you have, is there's conversion engine mounts, put a V8 in. Used to be people threw the Slant 6 ones away. Actually, they probably still do. Just because this is the easiest way to switch to a V8 if you're doing the old Mopar V8s, whether LA or RB block, is just get the K member for that engine. Yeah, it's a bit tear down, but once the engine's out, it's not that bad. All this over here is your steering box mount. I mean, I imagine you could have one cracked out there, but I've never seen that. Don't really need to worry about differences there. Manual power steering box will fit fine. And yeah, I'm about to throw it back in the car, so I thought I'd share a little bit about K members.